Hello, my name is Martin.
This is Martin.
I work at the college here doing computer stuff, and my massage experience is only getting massages so far. So, yeah.
And then Martin was in a class that I did only about a week ago.
Yeah.
And it was a class that's called Meet the Team. And there's myself and midwives and doctors in this clinic, which I think would be great for you. And we had what, 4 couples?
Yeah.
4 or 5 pregnant couples. So I taught all the women to massage the shoulders of the men right off, just to throw them off and get the right perspective that unless we keep these arms and shoulders going, that doesn't go so good. So I said to them, okay, imagine how you're going to get fit enough to massage for 24 hours, given that who knows how long the labor and delivery will be. So hopefully they're all doing push-ups now and lifting weights, but Martin comes quite strong already. But it's really good to involve the men right away. And we were hoping that we could show you a little one who's 5 or 6, but we'll do that next time when we get, we're going to try and Skype you also from Guatemala, where Sarah and I are teaching next week. And we're hoping to get a little one, like a brother or sister, to massage also the baby on the inside. And we're going to do the baby massage, so we'll tell you more about that. But for tonight's lesson, I'll let Sammy, her long name is Samantha, and she's Chinese-Canadian. So Sammy can introduce herself, tell you how pregnant she is.
So I'm Samantha, and I'm 7.5 months pregnant. So in my 3rd trimester. Yeah.
Okay.
The 3rd one, yeah.
It is first child? It is a first child?
Yeah, first child, and it's going to be a girl.
Ah, that's great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And their due date.
Right.
And your due date?
Oh, my due date is April 9.
Okay, so you in the 7.5 month, right?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do when we get back from Guatemala, we'll keep going with Sammy and Martin, and then you can see how things will get even bigger. Hopefully we can keep going. So you'll see, because we'll be back and we'll have another 5-6 weeks before they're going to deliver. So we'll start. What I've done is I've lifted the computer, Lee, up on the an apparatus on the desk, and just so we can get an angle. Looks like that light's a little bright, eh? For what we've got going there. But you know what? Yeah, I was thinking, actually now that we've moved it over, you know what? We can move this to there, because no one's going to jump on there. So you just can adjust it. Like, so when you have somebody that might be in your city in Vietnam, and then maybe they're going to Japan or some other place, China, then you can Skype them and coach them along also. So we'll just take a minute, and Sarah can talk to you. Martin and I are going to scrub up, and then we're going to get Sammy on the table, and I'm going to show you how I would position her on the table for doing the massage right from the beginning. When I'm teaching a class, I get the pregnant people to wear like a bikini, and then people can whip in and out of their, change in and out of their clothing without having to have curtains around. So with Sammy, she's got a bra on that looks like a little bathing suit top, so we can show you how to get organized. So even if you can hear me, so if you slip off your things, Sammy, we can still keep your bra on, and we'll just get you down to your underwear. Yeah, we'll just throw them across the room. Martin, come on in. We have a frozen thing, so we might have to go back and go in again to Skype. We don't quite know how to freshen it, but it's kind of like going around town trying to find a stronger connection as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're going to do your legs, your feet, everything.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so here's the quiz from last week, Lee. What are the symptoms? Okay, so how about using a stool?
Yeah.
There you go. And then we'll have your hips here. Okay, great.
Put it back down.
There we go. That looks good. So then what we'll do is put that under there. And
Lopsided.
what we're going to hit, the baby's lopsided.
Yeah.
So Lee, what we're going to do is a tandem massage, and we're going to cover up Sammy so that we're going to start with the legs, and we're going to do what we called diaper style draping. So what you can do, Martin, is you can put your side in. This is great, eh? Because we didn't get to do this last week. And we can go like this.
Oh.
Yeah, and when it comes back, it's usually fresher. So
You have to click the
Yep.
video in the
you're
corner.
good at this. So you do a lot of Skyping
I've done it on occasion, yeah.
with people in China,
No, this is more family within
Family
Canada.
in
yeah.
Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
as soon as you're Chinese, I think you're straight from Hong Kong, mainland China. And if you tuck in there, we'll each get a leg. I'll go running for the coconut oil. Oh, this is so exciting. Great. Do you think we have enough?
And we have the same jar.
It's neat, eh?
Yeah.
My patient gave it to me as a gift. There we go. We've got enough. And whether she comes on or not, we've got the film that we'll be sending to her anyway.
How much to
So-
put on?
We both got too much, but
Oh.
that's okay. So then what we'll do is like this, Martin. And do you want us to fold it right back, Sarah, so you don't have to, now that we're all oily up?
Yes, please, thank
I've
you.
got this, so
Yeah, if you just,
you know what?
just do
Thank
that.
you.
Right, thank you.
Okay, so no answer. So I would do it one more time. So I will retry. Okay,
One more clip, I think.
go up to there.
Yeah.
That'll work. Okay, so we'll do like a 1, 2, 3 on the sandwiching of the foot. Then with this sole foot on the bottom of her foot, take it to the inside of the leg and wrap like that. You got it, yeah. And then they're side by side. Then we try and trail what's left of the coconut oil, Martin, up to her outside hip. And we've run out. And we just glide back on either side with no pressure. And each time we do that, we'll get the oil a little further up. But you really work at the sole of the foot, even though she's little. And then we wrap to the inside. And here we go. So let your hands get ahead of you. Instead of pulling them, push them.
Okay.
And to the outside and pull back. How's the light there, Sarah?
We are making it work.
Okay, great. And this time we're going to go up and we're just going to stop at the hip itself. And we're going to do a reinforced palmar kneading. That means one hand goes on top of the other. And we'll go around in big circles. Yeah, excellent. Hey, you married the right guy. That's great. He's good, isn't he? That's great. And Sarah, you can always walk around too with that and get an aerial shot or get it from that side. And then we're going to come down the outside, Martin, where we're getting that long iliotibial band, goes tibia to ilium, and it's usually tight on everyone. So first we do a broad general stroke, which isn't too pokey and uncomfortable. Then we're going to do the alternate thumb kneading. And it's one thumb, the other thumb, one thumb, the other. You got it. And you step back a little bit and put one foot in front of the other, astride, and then you can really get going. This is a perfect size for you, the height of this table. Yeah. And then we go right up that same structure, the iliotibial band. And we're going to move quite quickly, Sammy, from one stroke to the other. But it also means that we can send you this, and you can massage along with yourself, which is kind of neat, eh? And then you go right down to here, Martin, right down to the tibial attachment. How's our pressure?
It's really good. Yeah.
Yay. We're getting an A so far. And then we're going to take it and go like this to the quadriceps. Holy gosh, she's tiny and tough, eh? Like, wow, were you a gymnastics person?
No.
What's
She
the
just likes to
excuse?
walk.
Or could be the biking or
It is. There's a
yoga.
lot of effort that
Yeah.
went into these muscles. Oh, wow, that's great. Which means we really have to focus on loosening them up because this kind of positive tension in the legs means that it's really important, these adductors. So these ones right here, get some more oil on the job. I'll show you what to do right away because we're in the last trimester. So we're going to pour it on. So first, Martin, we're going to do a ringing right across. So one pushes and the other pulls and wrap right underneath. Because sometimes they aren't comfortable even on their side. So we can get to the underside of the leg by the person being in a face-up position, but we can wrap right underneath and massage. Okay, and then where we focus is these adductors, which tend to bring the legs together. And what we want them to do is be able to counterintuitively, when you've got discomfort here, it's like get them together. But this is good. Perfect. I think I go to that one, right? Great. Here we are. And what we're doing here is we're doing all this work on the inner thigh, especially these adductor muscles. And we're getting it so that the legs will be softer and open up for the baby delivery. And this one's called ringing. And then the other one is like this, Martin. It's called alternate thumb kneading. It's very much like what you would do for first trimester, but you continue to focus on the inner aspect of the thigh. So we do a single-handed fingertip kneading. Yep. And now is that too rough, Sammy?
No, not at all.
Okay. And I also use hot water bottles on the inner thigh. Anything to soften up this area. It's kind of like hatching eggs. You know, like a hen sits on a bunch of little eggs. So you put lots of warmth in the inner thigh. So running around with hot water bottles in the truck, hot water bottles at work, anything like that. And then we'll come down the inner aspect of the upper thigh. So it's this kind of single-handed fingertip kneading, similar to what we did on the abdominal massage too. There we go. And then again, Lee, this is a very big focus for us, are her knees, Martin. So again, let's do a little bit more oil. Do you think we have enough coconut oil, Lee? Do you think it's a big enough container? That was a joke. It's coconut oil. Okay, so what we're going to do at the knees is very important. We do this splice. And this might be a nice aerial shot, Sarah. Like if you're able to kind of look down on us. I know it gets shadowy, but that's really good, Martin. So then when you come this way, keep coming. There you go.
Right down in the
Yep, keep coming. Because then it slices here and here. Doesn't that feel good, Sammy? And she's got such strong attachments. And the way that quadricep muscle houses the patella, the kneecap, and inserts right there, that's a very tough attachment, that common patellar attachment. And she's really, really strong in the legs, which is great for, you know, squatting and everything you need for delivery. Let's go down the lower leg, and I'll move this so you can see here. And what we're doing, Lee, is that small, tiny alternate thumb kneading, and this is called the tibialis anterior, Martin, and it goes right along here, right down into the foot itself. And on her, it's so well developed. I think this baby's going to come out on a you know, gymnastics scholarship. I mean, that's amazing. And right up the top of the foot. And can you still see what we're doing there? Do we have enough shot for you? Great. And then what we're going to do is keep going up and down. We'll do the short version. And Then underneath, say we can't turn her, Martin. So underneath what we would do is this kind of thing. So as we're going up, we're pushing the blood towards the heart. Our pressure's always upward. What we're doing is we're doing a groove like this because this calf muscle is a bifold muscle. It's got this groove up the center of it. And just drop your legs, Sammy. Thank you. There we go. Are we too deep?
No.
Okay. So we just go up, then we glide back. And then we go up and glide back. And then I do a milking one. 1, 2. It's like a cup shape. And we milk it up. Milk it up. And you can see, Lee, that I stay at the same sort of rhythm as my dad on the other side. You know, we make sure that we stay together. So it's a good feeling for the mom that I'm not down here and he's up there. So we're doing a dance, you know, we're coordinated. Okay.
Even.
Oh, you know what? Can you grab one of those cushions? And what we wanted to emphasize was putting her legs up. And here's the quiz question, and we'll go around like this, Martin. Why would we keep her legs up, Lee? Why would we want the legs up higher than the heart? Especially third trimester. What happens? What's one of the symptoms that you really want to treat? Yeah. Swelling. Yeah, it's called edema. Edema. Yeah. Now, she doesn't have any of it. But some people have
It's very
regular. Yes, normal. Yeah. And then I do this too, Martin. How's that, Sarah? Are showing up okay? You know what? Let me try one more light for you too. We could have, just to see if it helps there. And we might get the backdrop of the door, which will give more. Okay. So, yep, I'll catch up with you. Thank you. Okay. These are the most unpuffy feet of anyone that is in their 7th to 8th month, which is great because in Canada, right now we have so much snow outside that we have enormous snow. And if she has to wear snow boots, it's very tight. If people have puffy ankles and they're pregnant in the summer, it's much easier because, like your country, they can wear less shoes, you know, sandals, that kind of thing.
They'd wear snowshoes today.
Yeah, but today we're wearing snowshoes.
of course.
We had a huge We had a huge snowstorm last night. All the schools were closed today. The banks closed. Everybody closed. Yeah, we're very lucky that they came tonight. But we told them that it was Vietnam that we were teaching. So thank you.
We are very cold in here.
Oh. Gee. Okay, then what we're going to do is this. It's like a thumb ringing. And we're going to do it where you can't see, but maybe Sarah can come around. We're doing it on the sole of the foot. And I'll just get this out of your way here, Sarah, too. And you can watch what we've got going there. And it's really, really good for any of the soreness in the feet. Because even though she's tiny, it's, how much weight have you put on? 10 pounds?
20 pounds. Actually.
20 pounds extra on the feet. So when people are pregnant, foot massages are very, very popular. Even if you just advertised, Lee, for pregnancy foot massages, that would be very popular. You know, a half-hour treatment. Great. And then this is, I'll show you my favorites. You put your heels up here next to those bony bumps, and you go kind of back and forth. Isn't that neat? Yeah.
I'm pregnant right now, but
Yeah. That one, and then this is another one I like. You go here and you go back and forth really fast. Isn't that cool, Sammy?
It's different.
Feels good, eh? Here's another one. We go around this way, Martin, and we do a rolling tapotment. It's a rolling like this. And I'm going to race him across the bridge, Lee, and up the mountain. Okay, and then we're going to ask Sammy which one she liked. And this one, or the last one?
The ankle one.
The ankle one. Here we go. And Lee's frozen, but she might unthaw. I guess thaw. Unthaw is getting frozen. Yeah. There we go. And then I do a light reflex stroking, Martin, to finish. And it's very much the same principle. So everybody, when you're doing the extremities, the idea is to open up the hip or the shoulder first, which is kind of like uncorking the bottle. That's what we call it. And then we leave her legs up like that to be able to have a passive drainage. So it's called postural drainage. It's passive. How's the baby doing?
Good.
Good so far? And then we'll do the same thing. We'll each do an arm, and we'll have Lee come back soon. So that's good to know about Skyping. Like if there was anyone that you ever wanted to, like say your long lost friend from college goes, "Hey Martin, I'm pregnant too. Just could you Skype me and show me what to do? I just happen to be in Africa, you know, doing a teaching gig." So you get great. So you said, well, just to know that when it drops, it can drop 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And it seems to freshen itself when it comes back.
Yeah,
It's interesting how it loses the signal. Neat, eh?
Well, it was the most.
That's right. There we go. Great. So we're on to the arm lead, and we're going to do the same principles with the arm. We're going to do our long strokes. So we're doing our effleurage. Let's see and make sure I can get that. Oh, you know what? I might move you. Here. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, she's making your film. Great. Okay, that's good. We got it. So we're just going to go up with the pressure, up towards the heart. And remember, no pressure coming back. Just pressure up. Here we go. And let's just park right up here. And again, this one is called reinforced palmar kneading. So we're going round and round. And then we're going to use the fancy strokes of alternate thumb kneading to the biceps. And this is heaven. This is really, really good. This is what would be good about coming to the full body class, to be able to do that for Martin too. And get the trainer revved up. And you can put your arms so that, your hands are wrapped right around your arm. Thank you. So this is really good, Lee, to be able to get the arm, all the biceps here with the alternate thumb kneading. And let me show you how we do the triceps, Martin. We take this, you got it, then we hold it up like that, and then we do a thumb kneading up the back of the arm. Yeah. And the smaller the stroke, the better it feels. How are you doing?
Good.
Great. Nice. How's our timing, Sarah? Are we doing okay?
Yeah, you were both in sync.
Great. And around here. So now we do like a palmar kneading with the elbow, the bump, and we fit it into the palm of our hand, and we go round and round. That's lovely, Martin. He's been studying ahead of time. Yeah. So this is where I've got her arm underneath mine. And then we're going to use both hands free, and we're going to go right in. Isn't that a great freezing shot? Sarah, can you get that?
Oh,
It's
back
smooth.
now.
Well, that's so nice, eh? The way it's angled up there. Okay, so I get right in like this, Lee, to the inner elbow. And we're doing all these attachments from here and here and yeah, all in there. And it feels really good, especially very strong people like Sammy. She's got well-developed muscles. And then we can do single-handed, Martin, so that we've got this sort of thing with a single-handed thumb kneading. And then we could switch. You got it. Yeah. And then we can come right up. That's a special tattoo massage. That's unusual. What
Do
does
you practice Samantha? Do you practice?
No,
I mean, no.
no, this is, yeah, like,
First time.
well,
first time?
besides the one class that we
Yeah.
did with Christine.
With the class we did with me last week, it was just shoulders.
Yeah,
So it's their first time.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we could do single-handed on the back too. And when you get the film, Lee, you'll see it close up on Martin because Sarah's filming on the other side of the table too. So you'll get a close-up on the strokes. This one is where they'll follow you home. So you just get right in there. And what we do is we bend it, Lee, so that these are all exposed, all of these attachments here. And often people, when they're pregnant, they get a syndrome called carpal tunnel. And these are carpal bones, C-A-R-P-A-L. There's a number of small bones. Because the person often puts on swelling, they get pain in the hand, which Sammy doesn't have. But it is very common with last trimester. And then we go like this, Martin. And now we're doing that corkscrewing of the fingers. And also, I'll send you the manuscript for Birthing in Good Hands. And it's got every single stroke outlined in the book. But remind me to send it to you, Lee, because I forgot last week.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. And then this way. So this feels just so yummy.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? We need a picture of Sammy's face so you can just see how nice that is. So Sarah, you want to maybe take an angle where you're over Martin's shoulder there?
You become more pretty when you got a girl, baby girl. Do you feel it? Your hand is still good, and but also the same.
Yeah, it's to do with girls and boys.
You prettier.
I think she's saying prettier.
If you feel prettier because you're having a girl.
I don't know.
Is that a Vietnamese superstition? Is that a custom in Vietnam that if it's a girl you feel prettier?
Yeah, that's right.
That's interesting. Great. Okay, we could spend a long time on the arms and hands. We're moving on. And then we're going to show you, and the light reflex stroking, you're right at the end. Okay, here's the good stuff. This is what's really exciting. So we'll do your tummy. And what you do is you take the sheet and you tuck it in at the far side to their bathing suit or their underwear, and that secures it. And then we're going to just do a quick review of the strokes. So it's an overhanded palmar kneading like this. And you can just hop right on there. One hand will go round and round, and the other hops over. Excellent. Nice. And then and that's the one we did in the air. So this kind of thing, you got it. Yep. Go the other way. This hand's going round and round. And try the opposite. Yeah. Yep, you got it. There we go. Okay, then we do this, Martin. We do a reinforced fingertip kneading. And this one, Lee, is like this with one set of fingers on top. You got it, yeah. And we're going round to the corners. And the corner is called a flexure. F-L-E-X-U-R-E, flexure, like flex. and then we go down to that corner. Then we glide across the bladder and we start again. And this is important where the small intestine, which there's 20 something feet, all convoluted, hooks up to the large, and then it goes up the ascending, across the transverse, and down the descending colon. Now, when you run into problems like in last trimester where you can get constipated, it's this side that starts stacking up. So then you can work very carefully, and you can often feel how tough it might be. But the more you can pump the legs and do the tummy massage, it helps loosen things up. So you don't feel like you're, dying of constipation or giving birth to the wrong things. Okay. So what we'll do there is focus on the corners. So to begin with, let's get the oil on, and we'll do an overhanded palmar kneading with the coconut oil, and the other one goes over top. And try that. You got it. Yep. And try more perimeter, like way over. There you go. Way over to the edges. Keep it going. Yep, because you want to get a really big, thorough, like don't miss out any corners. So you kind of have one, grab the other. Nice. That was good. That was really good. Yeah. Nice. Just get a little stingy in that corner, but I'll get around there and even it out. And that's often why it's nice. Like she's so tiny, you could use the dining room table, and then you could put a chair there with some pillows just to extend the legs. Because say the table only comes to here, and you could just extend it with other furniture, because it's nice to go around to the other side. Usually dining room tables are the right height.
We're lucky we have a table. Sammy does acupuncture.
Oh, nice, Sammy.
Can you adjust a little bit about the camera? I want to see the whole.
No kidding. So
tummy.
I'll let Martin do it, and I'll hold up here.
So we're doing the kneading one.
Yep. And then the reinforced fingertip kneading. And you just have to be careful with that one not to be firm, because I flipped my baby in a demo, and like I'd never heard of that happening, so it had to happen to me.
He go around the digestive, right?
Yep, the digestive, and he glides across the bladder at the bottom, and then he goes. Yep. So this is really good, Sarah, where it shows how you can hold your laptop, and make sure that she can see what's going on. You can be a little slower, Martin, and a little bit more on the tips. There you go. That's perfect. And then that top hand can be more on the fingertips. There you go. And that's the kind of coaching that you would do with your dads. You just tell them right away how to make it better, because he tends to speed up. Everybody's got different habits, He tends to be one where you just keep coaching him. Just slow it down. Slow it down. And it's harder for the moms that are getting relaxed to say that, to give feedback. So it's always good if we check in. Let me know when I'm going too fast. And then don't rely on them to let you know. Then you say, Sammy, am I going too fast?
How
So
you feel, Samantha?
come again?
How old?
How old?
How you feel,
Oh, I
Samantha?
feel really good. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah.
And then what to do. Now, if you watch his hands, Lee, he's a bit too high. So he's just got to be down off that costal angle, off the ribs, and in the soft tissue of the abdomen. So he's just a little bit more generous. I'm telling him to be more stingy. Yeah, that's it. And he's slowing down. You can see he's slowing down, which is really good. Glide, nice glide. And then I would linger in the corners, Martin. Yeah. So linger in the flexures. You got it. Because that's where trouble happens, is in those corners. And it's just because the baby displaces things, and pushes things in and out of the way. But we got a really good technique going there. That's great.
The baby? Do you feel the baby inside?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, right here. Something right there.
Yeah, the baby was in a bit of a different position when we started.
She kicks a lot. She's very active.
She's a kicker.
Yeah.
Great.
Authentic, right?
And then what you can do to finish is the same overhanded palmer that we started with, but make it lighter, like that light reflex stroking. That's it. Perfect. And the other one chases it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, really good. Isn't that great? It's so light and it's so commanding of your attention, the lighter it gets. Very nice. Yippee. Great. Okay. So we're going to move on, and we're going to do the back massage in a side lying position, which would be really good. I'm going to put this back up here, and there we go. And I think that's got a pretty good angle for you. Okay, so then what to do, and we can get you on this side, is we'll have you turn that way. And then if we want to take all this out, so with this, we'll take out all of her, yes, you can just throw that back. Thank you, Martin. And then with these, it'll go between her knees.
Okay.
So then we scoot you so you're over this way. Thank you. And then towards Martin. And then what Martin's going to do, Lee, is he's going to put 2 pillows, and the knees go up at a right angle. So instead of the legs down, you put the knee way up and both of them up, Sammy.
And this goes between the legs?
Yeah. So then, that's very good. What we want to do is we want to get this way. So not that way, because it puts a curve in her back, but we want the knee up at a right angle and to be able to stay there. And then often what I can do is Martin could do the leg while I'm doing the back. So you can often get a team into the act, and I'll cover up there, and then we'll do-si-do back here, and Sarah can take a look there, and then we'll give you a discreet cover in the front here, Sammy, and then we'll just slide this up. A lot of people, probably the same where you are in Vietnam, but they'll have bras that undo in the back, so that's really easy. Or these ones just come right over the top. Doesn't undo in the front, right? Just goes over the top.
Goes over the top.
Yeah. So, and they don't have to necessarily take it all off. They could put it around their neck, or they could just have it like that. And then in the front, they've got the draping underneath their arm to cover the chest, so that they're not flapping in the breeze, you know? They're not exposed, right? Okay, yeah, all tucked, great. And then what we would do, Martin, is we do a kind of dance thing here. So I'll show you how we'll do something that is very nice when you've got, and I'll just move the chair right out of our way here so that we've got more room to go. And then we'll switch places. So I'm going to go up and you can come down. So I'll go up like this, and then I'll come out the shoulders and back down, and then you come down.
In the middle?
Yeah, and then up the sides. I'll come up and down the shoulders. Isn't that neat? And it's like an effleurage going up, and then an effleurage going down.
So continuous.
It is, isn't it? So I only invented this about 6 months ago. I've been only teaching this for like 40 years, but it only dawned on me that we could kind of be a bit of a team. So you can go that way now. And I'll go down here. And it's called effleurage. And it's the same as the arm and the leg, the long continuous strokes. Okay, now when Martin comes down, we're going to start a ringing. So we're going to kind of back away, and we're going to ring like this. And let's see how I can give it so that you could see. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yep. And then we'll go like this. Yep. And you can get the lower back. Like you really want to be able to get right here. And that's what's really good. And then when you do the top here, Lee, you get right over the top of that trapezius muscle and you do the ringing. and bring back and forth. Then when we turn her on her other side, we can get that side so it's all balanced, you know. But then we go straight into alternate thumb kneading. And yeah, and this is very, very good for finding out where Sammy's tension is. Like she might say,
Definitely up here.
her tension's more up here.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, and for some other people, Lee, they'll say that the tension is in their lower back. So we'll spend all our time. And what I was teaching Martin last week, keep going, Martin, is we were putting the counter pressure on the sacrum. So we did a lot of emphasis right away. So if you did a very short talk and had maybe 5 pregnant Vietnamese couples come for the talk, then you could get them to do the women a shoulder rub for the men, then get the men to do this like sitting in a chair. And we'll show you that when she gets dressed, how you can have them seated, and we can still get to the lower back and clothes on. So you can do it that way, or you can also do it the lengthwise too, Martin. Like the long erector spini, go parallel to the spine. So we can do it with the longitudinal aspect. Or like you were doing, like the alternate thumb kneading across the way. Now with Sammy, she's really looking forward to us doing the most in the neck. But I'll show you, Lee, how we do the counter pressure if she's going to be having a contraction. Okay, so, okay, here she goes. They've also practiced this last week, but we'll see. We're just going to push this away a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'll do one, and then we'll see if Martin passed the test for doing it, okay? So here we go. She's going to have a contraction, and I'm pushing like this. Am I right in the way of the camera? And there we go. So I've got my hands right where they should be, like this. So see this triangle here? I'm just doing a triangle shape on her lower back. And then I put one hand like that, and then another hand like that. And here we go. Deep breath, Sammy. Nice deep breath. There we go. And I'm pushing quite firmly, Martin. And keep breathing nice and deep. Just let that contraction get really big, Sammy. And what you might want to do, Sarah, is just glide around to the front and just get a glimpse of her breathing and keep it steady. Got it? Thank you. And now she's coming down the other side. Good work, Sammy. Keep breathing nice and deep. Just let all of that tension go into that contraction. Let the contraction get big. That's nice. And the contraction's now disappearing, Lee. And I just ease up on the pressure. Now it's totally gone. And I do this light reflex stroking. Okay, so now we're going to let Martin do it. Oh, there's people coming in the room. Great. Oh, and it's always the little one. Hi. Wow. Hi. We saw you last week. That's great.
That's the first time you see my girl, and this is my little boy.
Oh, hi. Hi. Hello. Was that your sister who brought him in? Hi. That's very Canadian. Okay, so we're going to do one more contraction. Here we go. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, so Martin's going to do a contraction, and he's going to coach Sammy through the contraction, and he's going to be able to tell her what to do. And the most important thing is he's going to compliment her on how well she's doing. So we're going to listen to him, and I'll take this and show you how he's going to do that. So he's going to first put one hand on top of the other on her lower back. There. Can you see, Lee? Have I got it right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see.
Okay, good. Great. Okay, now we're just going to listen to him talking to her, coaching her for the deep breathing. Okay.
Ready? It's coming. Put some pressure on there. Nice deep breaths. Good job. Nice deep breaths. Keep doing that. You're doing good. Push through my hands. Good job. Nice deep breaths.
Okay, we're just coming down the other side now, Lee. We've got the peak of the contraction and it's just starting to ebb, like go away.
There you go. Good job. Nice deep breaths going away.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. Deep breath. There we go.
Great. Now there's a few, yeah, and the light stroking. But there's a few more things that are good to add in for Martin, like you're doing a great job. And username, you're doing a great job, Sammy. Sammy. The more he can use her name, the better. So we're going to do one more contraction. And here we go. It's going to be a little one. Yeah.
All right, you ready for it?
Here we go.
Let's go. Very nice deep breaths. Pushing through my hands. Good job, Sammy. Good job. Nice deep breath, Sammy. Great job.
Yep, hang
Push
on
through
1
my
second,
hands.
I'll answer.
Push through my hands, Sammy. Just get into the top. There we go. Keep pushing, Sammy. Good job.
Yes.
Keep breathing.
Yes.
You're doing great. Push into my hands. Right. Here's the end of it.
He's pushing quite
Good
firm.
job.
He's done a really good job of coaching her verbally.
Good job.
So besides the hand pressure, what he says is probably even more important. That was really good, Martin. How did he do?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good,
great.
Martin.
Yay. Yeah, you got a passing grade for sure. Okay. So what we're going to do then, because we've got a real, then we can really work away like that. So you work away on the lower back and I'll work away on the shoulders. And then we'll show you how to do the hip, which is good. So Sammy, we'll turn you over in a minute and we'll give you even more of that. But we'll tuck her in. Here, we got an effleurage down. You give me an effleurage. Yippee. And there we go. Great. And what it looks like when he does it by himself is one and way up to the top there. So try that, Martin.
Do both of them.
Yeah, you just do it by yourself, way up and out. Oh, too stingy. Yep, no, too stingy. So you got to come up, way up and around, and there, and then down the sides. That's it. Yep, very nice. And a little bit more palmar action at the bottom. Don't take off so fast. Just slow it down. Very good. Perfect.
And keep your hand when you take it down, and with no pressure.
You're getting to be a good teacher, Lee. That was very good. You coached them well. And then light reflex. You can go down, I'll go up. Here we go. That's good. Yay. And then what we're going to do, Lee, is show you how we're going to do Sammy's hip in this position. Some people want to spend the whole labor and delivery in a side lying position. Oh, this is perfect for all the lighting, eh? And what I do here is I get this. Actually, if you watch this, I'll show you how to do this draping. So I'll wait till you look up. Okay, so she's draped like this. So what you do is you take this one and you bring it back so it tucks here. And then this you tuck in so that it's snug underneath, so that it's not flapping around. So everything is tight and it exposes the whole thing. If you do this, you won't get what you want done. You need to have all of that because this is going to really influence not only the lower back, but the tummy. So there's two ways to do this. Let me see, I think we've got a pretty good aim, but think that's gonna work. And when you get going, I'll do an aerial shot with that too. So we're going to do, there's 2 effleurages, Lee. I can go from the back like this and up and glide back, but the better one is one that you can do, Martin. You just take a little bit of oil, stand on that side, and then you can go up. So you can take your hands so that they're like this, yep, beside each other, and then go all the way up. When you come up here, you can push this way, so they're pointing up, up, up. Go right up the top, and kind of like the back, and around, don't be stingy, down the sides, light, 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 and all the way down to the toes. Nice. And then press on the way up. Yep. So that kind of thing, when he's coming up this band right here, the iliotibial band is really tight. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to do a shot so you can see that. Yep. There he goes. Yeah. And then he puts both together and then glides down with no pressure. Nice. Okay. And then if you want to hold this at an angle, I'll show also how you can get to the next one. So we can go up like this, and then I can also go like this. So he was going this way, and I can also go this way. And then I stay here. So I can do the alternate thumb kneading, and I'll just, yeah. And I can do the palmar kneading reinforced. That's usually the beginner. How are you doing, Sammy?
Good, yeah.
And then I go into thumb kneading, and this bump is called the head of the femur. This is at the top of her leg bone right there. Then this bump here, I think, yeah, it's showing. This has all these back muscles of the back of the leg hooking into there. So that is called the ischial tuberosity, head of the femur. And this attaches all your gluteals. So all around there, Martin, really, really helps. And then right down to this attachment. And then I'm just going to show you a bunch alternate thumb kneading down here, again to that attachment. And then look, we can do that thumb ringing. Feels really, really good. So this kind of thing feels really good here, Lee. And this is, how is it from your end? Is it a favorite? Yeah. Okay, so I'll let you practice that. We'll run around the table. There you go. And for everybody that's watching, for Sarah filming us, this is really, really good. You know, it looks like my laptop is quite clumsy. Perfect. Yeah. But it's getting a good image on there. Can you see that, Lee? It looks like, yep, she can follow everything. Great. And the next one, what I would do is go up and have them like you did side by side like that. Yeah. There's something about that one that's really good. Yeah.
Good pressure.
It is. And then I would stay up there, Martin, do a reinforced palmar kneading and go round and round the hip. One hand on top of the other, palmar. You got it. Yep, keep the tips down and have both hands facing like that one is. Yep.
Like this?
There you go. And big circles. Yep, so a bigger circle. Yep.
Okay.
Even a bigger circle. So it's one, there you go, one big circle. You got it. And then go into your alternate thumb kneading. And you can really knead the whole gluteal area. Yep. And check in with pressure with your partner and find out, because she's got quite a tough rear end. And then you can see as this comes undone, you just tuck that back in there, Lee. So they'll kind of come unraveled. You just tuck them back in again. And you can be less generous, Martin. Make them little picky. There you go. And slow it down. And if you get right on the tip of your thumbs and bring them a little closer together, that's better. Yeah. And then as he goes around your hip, Sammy, tell where it would be best for Martin to linger and spend time focused. Right there. And she knows right away, Lee, if you ask the person on the receiving end, they'll tell you right away. If you don't ask them, they don't usually speak up. So it's always good to check in with the patient. Good. And then you know what we can do too is this one, Martin, like this. So you can do single-handed or like this, reinforced fingertip. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And it's good to make sure this is in the view too, Sarah, so that people can see how easy it is to Skype. You don't have to be a really great photographer to Skype because it's a very wide angle. That little camera sees a lot, and you can see down there what it's seeing so that it really is easy for Lee to follow along. That is excellent, Martin. You're a whiz. Sammy, you got a really good dad here for labor and delivery.
Yeah.
And then you know what I do there, Martin? Oh, and then go to a smooth one. Smooth it out. Oh, and you know what we can do? Let's do the tummy one. One hand over the other. You got it. Yep. You can really push. Because there's no baby. Really push. Nice work. Good work. And you can see, Lee, how that smooths it out. You know how that, when he's done the very focused kinds of things, and then this is a nice broad stroke, so that she's not going to feel any pokiness later or tomorrow. And then I would continue down the thigh with the alternate thumb kneading. So, yeah, put that hand there. There you go. And up and out. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. There we go. Lovely. Isn't that good, Sammy?
Yeah, it's tight
Wow.
in there.
You guys are very good. And isn't it nice to know that you're doing it for the whole world? Because this is Canada doing things for the whole world. Like between us and Vietnam, where we're going to post it, if you know of any other people, Lee, you can tell them to go and look. We'll give you the whole thing. YouTube doesn't always do like 1 hour, but we'll do clips and put it on. Excuse me. And then what to do, let's do that thumb slicing ringing. There we go. And that ringing one is good too. Nice work. And Sammy, do you have any preferences for strokes? Did you like the thumb ringing or the alternate thumb ringing?
This one's nice.
Yeah, that bilateral one is good.
Or I like when you had the two hands, the pushing.
I'd say she's got connoisseur taste. It's pretty good, eh? But you know what I would do? Do that one to smooth it out. Yeah. Because whenever you do a very focused, specific stroke, then do a broad stroke. And when you go up, then go down the sides to glide back down like we did it. Yeah. And then let's do the ringing. Let's ring all the way down the lower leg there. Yeah, and really wrap it, Martin. And can you see, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're doing that ringing. And you know where the ringing really counts? Right when we ring right down the foot itself. That's great. That is really efficient. You're very good with your hands, Martin. That's really good. Yeah. And again, the only thing I do is slow it down.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Perfect. So we've got the legs well done. And you can do a push-up all the way up. So it's going to be a kind of half-baked one because we're going to let Martin do the other half for homework when he gets home. But what we're going to do is let the dad who just did all the hard work get his shoulders done. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to fill in for here we go, for Sammy. And I'm just going to set up things right here. And we'll turn this around. And I'm going to get Martin just to have his seat there. And then we can do his shoulders so that that's kind of the hands-on thank you for. And it's something that I do that's really important because
Yes.
that was really good. That was very good. So, and then you can just rest for a minute and get up. I'm going to show you one little bit, if you can twist the camera there for me. And this kind of thing is really good. I take like a claw-like grip and I just work right into the head, you know, which is something that you folks do in your spa work. You know, you really get in there and work the whole head. And especially down here, the base of the skull.
Yeah.
This is really good. So before Martin gets to really take a break, I'm going to put him back to work again. So you can just come in and really get a grip. And it's a claw-like grip that really counts. Excellent. Yeah. So it's really good that it's not flat with the fingers kind of moving back and forth, but it hooks on and moves the underlying structure. That's really good. Yeah. Did we do any of this in class?
I think we did.
We did. I think I added it
I
in.
think you guys did
Yeah,
too.
I don't usually do that. Yeah, I think I got creative. That's great. And then we'll just let Sammy rest for a few minutes. And while she's off camera, she can get herself dressed. And I'll be busy thanking Martin here. So we'll put you back in the chair there. Okay. And then what we're going to do with you, Lee, is we'll give you an opportunity to, you know, ask us questions, or you can ask questions for Martin too. You know, anything that you'd want to know about why the dad should learn it, or how he felt about learning, or I'll ask him. So I'm going to get Martin to tell you what he thinks would be the benefits of learning to do the massage, and especially pregnancy first, if you could talk about that, Martin, and then in labor and delivery.
I think even for both of them, just keeping her as relaxed as possible, so that she's able to, like, you know, her body's changing to accommodate the baby. So I guess before labor, it's good to help stretch everything out, get the muscles loose, so they like stretch out to make room for the baby, and then make room for the baby coming out. And then during labor, it's very important for the mom to stay relaxed during the whole thing, right? So not to be tense. If you're tense, then nothing's coming out. So.
And especially in between the contractions, like we might have 5 minutes between the contractions, and there's a 4-minute massage relaxation opportunity. Oh, because
And she might run out of gas and not be able to push. So run out of energy. Yeah, if there's long labors.
and that way she's replenishing her energy every 5 minutes. You know, we're massaging her. And the other aspect is when she gets to massage Martin, which she could do in between contractions if she was wanting to deliver standing up or squatting. You know, he can always be where she can grab him and be able to do something. She could give him a 2-minute massage, and it's like she can vacuum up that kind of energy and contact, you know. And I'll be able to get you on one side here, Sammy, so you can have that side. I'll take this side and we'll go around the front. So I always teach the moms to do the shoulder massage, and it's really a payback. You know, it's like saying thank you, you know that, yeah. And then we can do this kind of thing, and you could drop your head down, Martin. Yep. And it's also often invigorating for the mom, and it also helps often keep you focused, Sammy. It's like
A task.
you don't worry. Yeah, you've got something to do, and you know that the more you massage him, the better it goes for massaging you. Is there anything you'd like to ask Sammy, Lee? And we can do this one too.
Yeah, come on, I have a question.
How are we doing, Martin?
Feels good.
Samantha, people use the starting got a massage from the twisting. Do you feel what the part in your body you feel it's hard for you? I mean, or you feel tired about it, like low back or
Symptoms.
yeah.
Yeah, so what have I been feeling in my pregnancy? The tension. So I think I've been lucky. Had a pretty good pregnancy so far, but I think I carry a lot of tension in my upper neck. I've been noticing my hips, now that I'm later in my third trimester, are starting to be looser because of the hormone relaxin.
Yeah.
So yeah, the hips were really nice as well, and the bottom of the feet, because again, like Christine said, I gained 20 pounds. It probably doesn't look like it, but it is a lot of stress on the bottom of my feet. Yeah.
And the arches stretch.
Yeah.
And it feels good to massage them.
Yeah, I think massage help you more reduce the stress more.
Oh yeah.
And when you drink or you eat, in this time do you feel full or something like?
Indigestion.
Yeah.
Indigestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not indigestion. It means I mean when because you in the third trimester, right? 7 months and a half months.
Mm-hmm.
And after you eat it, do you feel hot in like it's hard for breathing?
Heartburn. Oh.
Really full.
Oh.
Or you hot in your tummy. Do you feel it?
Oh, is it very hard in my tummy? Okay. Yeah, sometimes if it can feel very firm after eating. Yeah, it can feel very tight. But it goes away after a while, and sometimes for myself, I like to rub my own belly. Yeah.
And the other thing that we'll do to show you, Lee, is we'll do the part that we didn't do a lot of was for the headaches, face and scalp, and also we can do the breast massage and also all the breathing, and right here for digestion. So maybe we could do that next week, you know?
I think it's better for you when you do the breath massage because it's better because the contraction will come into you soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get back from Guatemala, then we'll do some more. We can do it like an advanced one. And we'll also give Martin... What's that? Yeah, we'll give Martin a quiz. So we're going to go and teach in Guatemala and next week, and we'll Skype you from there. But when we come back, we'll give Martin a test and see if he's practiced, and then we'll teach him some new things. Because you know what we could do then too, Martin? We could do the leg pumping. Just, it's all preventative for constipation.
Okay.
So the leg pumping is really good. And I can also show you how to do under the hips in a face-up position. So say we don't get her inside line, we'll be underneath. Kind of like I do for spinal cord injury, where we can't move them, and all we can do is get underneath. So we'll do that too, yeah. So would you like to finish up with a favorite, like temples or jaw? Or...
Oh, sure.
Okay. So this one here, we can do, and if you flip your hat, then we can go right up, and yeah, so you can do one of these, and then I'll do the head stuff. Great, here we go. Double trouble. So, it's the Canada special.
Mine a good place.
4 hands on. Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, that is always better when have a 2% massage.
Yeah.
No pressure?
No, that's good.
Yeah, I call it a tandem massage, 2 people in tandem, and it's very good. I use it throughout my practice, not just with pregnancy, but I also use it with my patients who are dying and patients that have all sorts of problems. I get their wives and their family to come, and they massage along with me, and that way I'm always doing a teaching tutorial. Great.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Well, yeah, and thank you, Martin.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Sammy. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you, Lee.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Nice
so
to
much.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Samantha. I hope you have a gift birthing. It's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we'll bring them to you again.
You are Chinese, right?
Yes, I'm Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the girl is the big generation. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Christine. I hope I have a model on next week to practice with you. Yeah.
Yes, and we'll send you the film. We're actually going to go right now and give it to our editors to put a title on it and send it to you. So we'll see if that works. Okay, bye-bye.
Let me say goodbye to Sarah. Where's the
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Lee.
Yeah, please send me an email to let me know the time for the next week. Okay?
Perfect.
I prepare something with tomorrow.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Lee. See
Thanks,
you.
Lee. Good night.
Good week, every guys. Bye bye.
You too. See you.
Bye.
We did it, Sammy.
Great
Way to
job.
go.
Thank you.
Yay. So that was an example of teaching. Also, we can keep working on people that have never done massage. So Martin, you did really good. That was
Thank you.
great. And the tandem technique is, you can't go wrong. But look what we did. We were able to have a whole other country here.
Mhm.
Plus, we have the film that Sarah's doing for you at home, and then for Lee in Vietnam. Like, it's just not rocket science, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not very good at the technological part of it, but that was really great. And for your generosity, you know, you can say to people, you could go on YouTube now and see us, you know?
Yeah.
That would be great.
I'll get famous.
Yeah, instantly, yeah.